Well, that was a failure. What's up, expats and travelers alike? We are coming to you from the car. So right now we are headed to 3 different places. One is very inconsequential for this video, so we're not going to talk about it. That's lunch. And the other 2 are heading to the bank to get something done, and then we're heading to CVS to get our passport photos printed off. So we are talking about Portugal. We're looking at getting our residency visas there. We're doing the long-term visa. We're having to go through VFS Global. We got our FBI background checks back to us on Friday. So that was kind of step 1-ish of this whole process. We needed to get those back so we could put it with our whole packet and then get our packet sent off. Kalie actually knows a bit more of this process than I do. So Kalie, can you give us a rundown of what's happening?
Yeah, so there's a whole list of things that we have to do, and we wanted to do the background check quickly because in the past it has held us up. Now, years ago it would take months. Thankfully, they are much faster. So we did our fingerprints. You can submit them electronically if you go to certain places. You can find all that stuff on their website of what's approved. We do that electronically. They send those in. We send in an application, and then the background check comes. And it was a really quick process. So now we're heading to the bank. We need to get our passports notarized. You don't have to use your actual passport. You don't have to send that in, which is really nice. We just have to get it notarized, a copy of it. So we'll be doing that, and then we'll just go through the whole laundry list of things to do. It's not terrible. There's something in the middle of the road. It's not terrible, but just time consuming. So we're off running errands to do that and hopefully get that done as quickly as possible. VFS has said it'll probably take around 60 days, and we have to book our flight before we send in all of our stuff to show that we have a flight. So we are looking to book around 65-ish days from now. And hopefully they're on time.
Yeah, there's some conflicting information between VFS and then what's actually on the Portuguese embassy website. So we're gonna try to suss that stuff out and then let you guys know kind of what has actually happened on both ends, really, but really what's happened in the end. So one of the things that is really unclear is, one, do you need to buy a round trip ticket? So we have seen that we do need a ticket that shows that we're leaving. We don't exactly know why, because if you're applying for a long-term residency, then why would you leave, right? Like, you want to go and you want to stay. It would be different if it was like, you know, you're a country that doesn't have some sort of agreement, tourist agreement with Portugal, and you have to leave, right? After 90 days, 180 days. The second thing that's quite unclear is about the accommodations. So VFS has told us that we need accommodations for 6 months. We need to show that we have accommodations. Not that we have the finances for those accommodations, but like that we actually have an accommodation. So whether that be a hotel or an apartment or whatever that we booked. So that means that we're probably going to have to book an apartment sight unseen. I'm not sure if this is only for Americans. I'm not even sure if this is true, because we went through the paperwork and it doesn't look like that is a requirement. We've tried to contact VFS directly twice now. We haven't heard anything. I don't know. We're pretty cool with just going ahead and booking a place. We've moved to several countries like that where we've moved into an apartment sight unseen and it's been okay. I think what we'll try to do is book something for 6 months instead of committing for a full year. There are a lot of options on Idealista for that.
Yeah, thankfully on Idealista, booking 6 months, it seems to be pretty common. So it wouldn't be terrible for us to just go ahead and do something for 6 months. And if we like it, extend. And if not, then we can start looking in person. So it's not an awful option.
One thing I do want to add is the price of the FBI background check is $20
for the
fingerprints through, what was the company?
Fast fingerprinting, I think is what they're called.
Fast Finger or
Fast fingerprints.
Fast fingerprints. We're gonna double check that name. $20 to get our fingerprints done there. We were in and out in like under 15 minutes, masks on and all. $55 for the FBI background check. So all in all, you're looking at $75 per person for that. Kiddos don't have to do it, or minors don't have to do it.
So something that we weren't too sure about were the accommodations. From VFS, they said that we needed to have 6 months of accommodations already booked, and we have to put that with our application. When we went on Portugal's embassy website, the lodging seems more like you just need to show that you have the money for that. So I wrote them to find out, and I actually had to write them twice. I screenshot the website, and they came back and pretty much said you need 6 months of accommodation. That's what we understand, and we haven't heard anything different. So we're just going to go ahead and get a place for me, at least.
Well, that was a failure. So we got inside, and sorry I didn't film any of that stuff. Didn't know security wise. It's a bank, yeah. Didn't want to look weird. So got inside, started to talk to one of the, not the tellers, but the people at the front that greet you and everything. And essentially, they can't do it. Bank of America made some changes, and they can notarize a passport application, but they can't actually notarize a copy of a passport. So yeah. They told us to head on to a UPS store. So Kalie's looking up the UPS store right now. We're gonna go to the UPS store, see if they can do it. The lady at the BOA says that she thinks that they still do it, and it'll cost like 10 bucks. Cool thing is, if we can get it done at the UPS store, then we can bring a receipt back to BOA, and BOA will reimburse us. That's not bad. It's wasting our time a bit, but that's not bad. On to UPS.
Good point, like it was
The
close.
UPS store is close. If I had a decent arm, I could throw a rock at it.
It was packed according to their guidelines, and they should reimburse it. Hello.
As you guys saw, great success. We were able to get our passports notarized. What they said was they had to be the ones to make the copies. So the copies that we brought, we're just gonna keep them, but we weren't able to use them there. So made the copies, and then they went ahead and notarized them. It was $10 for the first page and $6 for the additional 2 pages, bringing the grand total to 22 bucks plus tax was like 23 and some change. We're gonna go get that reimbursed at BOA. We'll let you know if that works. Back to BOA, back at this light. Oh, Kalie is gonna be a chancer here. She is just gonna make a right on red.
Well, not yet.
You can do that in America, but there's a lot of traffic.
No, it's gonna be a short light.
Got the green arrow. Come on,
I'm going.
come on, be a chancer. Oh, it's such a bottleneck. This Jeep's trying to pull out in front of people.
We got the light.
Good.
Woohoo! Got our money back from Bank of America. So we're doing stuff. We're getting stuff done.
Where so? Finished. So we just finished lunch, and we are headed to a Walgreens to do Valencia's visa photo.
Well, we need passport-sized photos, and we're doing all of ours.
Oh. Yeah, that's right. So we've taken our photos at home, but they didn't. We did, however, take Valencia's photo, and her photo looks okay. Not great, but okay. We're just going to roll with it, but we are going to get ours done at the Walgreens. So report back soon. Well, checklist item number 3 complete. We just went into Walgreens. There for a moment, I was a floating head with my white shirt and white background.
Didn't think about that.
Did not think about that. So don't wear a white shirt for your passport photos or visa photos or any sort of those type of photos. Fortunately enough, in the Walgreens, shout out to Walgreens, Sebastian, you're my boy now. Sebastian gave me a jacket. I wore the jacket. Bob's your uncle, and fixed the photo. Kalie and Sia, they were fine. We paid a grand total of 15 bucks per photo set. So that is 2 photos, and those will get sent off with our packet to VFS Global. Again, not plugging VFS Global, it's just who we have to use being in the United States. That's right, see ya. VFS Global. She could have articulated that a little better, but she's learning. So now we're gonna grab a little bit of coffee because we're just worn out, you know? I mean, it's just worn out. So we're gonna grab some coffee, and thank you guys for watching this video. We really appreciate you being along the journey with us. If you have any questions about what we've done today, or what we have to do in the future, or what we've done in the past, you let us know in the comment section, and we will 100% get up in there and answer your questions. Kaylee, anything?
Yeah, watch us get to Portugal. Come on. We're moving in the right direction, which feels good. So.
We're moving in the right direction to be moving to Portugal. Let's go. Vamos.